In the days before, the gods gave us the spark of ambition, which lit the fires of creation. They gave us a world of our own, a home. They made us builders, warriors, legends. They gave us everything. But our hubris overcame us. We thought ourselves to be gods instead. We tore apart their memory, and so we were punished. Everyone, everything cast into the fire. Yet some of us were spared. To start again.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a cool little demo that I picked up on Nextfest, the Steam Nextfest. This is Aska. Oh, hello. Hello, big boy. Yeah, he's not too happy with me. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is Aska, and I'm playing as Ragnar. And this is actually a cool little game. I'm gonna leave the Steam link, or the link to the Steam page, in the description below. You guys might want to check this little game out, and I'm not saying little and belittling this game. I'm saying that this is a cool little demo. I think you can play a maximum of 14 days in this entire game before it essentially just kicks you back out. But from what I've played, and it's about 12 hours or so, this game's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. I mean, just the scenery alone is fantastic. I have turned off the music, however. I'm gonna replace it with my own music, just because I can. But yeah, this game's cool. But let's get straight into it. Let's just go straight in about it. So, you're washed up. You've unfortunately, the big chap out there has unfortunately, you know, wrecked your stuff, and this is what remains of your longship. You're essentially your pride and joy. But the good thing is, we've got these little things kicking about, Jotun blood, or Jotun blood, however you want to say it. And we're going to pick these up because these are going to help us get our first little civvy. Now, at the moment, it's just us. And you can't really see that there's actually crafting materials in front of us, but let me just click a button to show you. If you press Z for Zulu, it highlights all the notable resources in your area, and you can go about collecting them, and it's so cool. You can use it as many times as you want. There's no real cooldown on it. When you use it one time, there's like a brief cooldown of like a couple of seconds, but that's about it. That is about it. You can see all the things that are highlighted in that kind of shaded orange, that kind of highlighted orange colour. You can go about just collecting things. It's so cool. I love it because everything looks. Oh, it's one of the wisps. This is essentially your helper, the Wisdom Wisp. So you can view a hint. Press B to open up the build menu and build a simple fire. You can go through some bushcraft and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. What we're going to do is we're going to start up our own little colony here, our own little civilization, our own little Norse camp, our little I don't know how to call it. A little settlement. We'll call it a settlement because that's exactly what it is. So what I'm going to do is, because I've already played several hours of this game already, I'm just going to go about what I usually do when I start up this game. So right here, this is a perfect thing to gather water from. This is also something you want to build a well on, but I'm just going to take the water from this and fill up my water pouch. Flax is also a massive resource in this game. You want to keep your eye on flax. You want to keep your eye on, like, finding it, because sometimes you can run by it and you don't know you've actually run by it. You've actually just completely bypassed it. And it looks like this. It's this nice flowery kind of bush here, and we've got berries as well. The other thing about this game is there are perishables. All the food items in this game are perishable, so you do need to, like, watch out for, like, you know, say for example I don't touch those berries for like the next hour or so, they will essentially start to rot, and rotten food, well, it makes you sick. So the same kind of thing applies in this game. Oh, we've actually discovered a little what I would imagine is a shrine of some sorts. And we've just picked up another Jotun blood as well, which is really, really good. This is really, really good. Now, as it said, I need to go through the crafting menu, but right now I'm just collecting things that I know will benefit me. So I'm not going to go for any of those kind of fallen nests, because I don't want a bow early on in the game. I want to get something that's a wee bit melee focused, because the melee in this game is pretty good. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. Yep, there's our helper Wisp just over there again. The Wisp will enter, you know, your vicinity a lot until you get to a certain stage. It won't bugger off essentially. So we'll just go about collecting things, collecting stones, collecting flax, because what we're going to do is we're going to turn the flax into rope, and we're going to use that rope to craft ourselves our first tools. Now, the reason why I'm being so resource heavy right here is mainly because I want to get all of the tools I need, all the necessary tools that I need at the very start. So those are, and I press B here. Here we have tools. We have a hoe, we have an axe, a pickaxe, a wooden hammer, and a stone knife. We've also got a simple torch, and we've also got a fishing rod, and we can use various types of baits to obviously pick up a load of fish. We've also got a terrain level, so there is a element of terraforming in this game, and I really like it because it throws me back to the days when I used to play Life is Feudal. Now, if you don't know what Life is Feudal is, the MMO is still out. You can go and check it out for yourself, and it gives you a first-hand understanding of what I used to play before the likes of Scum and Stalker and all these types of games. This game, if it came out the same time as like Life is Feudal, I think it would have garnered the same audience base and the same people that I used to play with. But going back to what I was saying, the terraforming side of this game is very basic. It is indeed very basic, but it's still very cool. I very much enjoy it. Right, the last thing I'm going to do is collect a wee bit from this. Oh yeah, there is also animals on this island as well. There are hostile animals and there are passive animals. There's also the prey style animals. So we've got these deer over here. You'll also encounter a thing called a smoker, which is an absolute pain in the ass. I'm not going to lie to you, they're a pain in the ass. I hate them. In fact, there's one right there. There's one right in front of me. Also, do you notice when I use the kind of inspect button, the kind of resource highlight button, when I do it, it also highlights an animal. It highlights them in white. How cool is that? I really like things like that. I love things like that about this game. Right, so we've got our Wisdom Wisp over there. We've got some nice big open areas here. I'm just going to do a little bit more scouting just to see what kind of area that I'm living in right now, because I want to make sure the area that I'm going to be living in is good enough for my civvies, is good enough for me, and that it holds plenty of resources and materials that my guys can pick up and pretty much bring over to me and help, you know, make sure that the settlement stays alive, thrives, and essentially survives a winter. So, although saying that, I don't think we can enter winter in this game version. As I said at the very start, you can only do 14 days in this game. And they have prolonged the demo until the 20th, which is tomorrow. This is the 19th today. I'm doing this rather later on in the day. I really should have done it earlier, or earlier on. But, I've been rather busy trying to get back to myself, so... or at least back to my my usual self, because the cough is still quite clearly here. And I'm just trying to fight it off, essentially. Right, getting back to the game. Last little bit of resource collection, and then we will start building what we need to build. And this area looks okay. Plenty of large trees. I'm no longer feeling as strong. That's oh, that's a wolf. That's a wolf. Ooh, that's a wolf in our. Okay, so the wolves are over that direction. The wolves are over here. So what we'll do is we'll go towards this direction. We will go away from them, but not so far away from them, because what I want to do is I want to turn them into meat. I want to make them a resource. There's lots and lots of resources here. Just having a little scan around. It's also a good thing to think about settling near the water, because the water, at least what I found, is that it's good for resources, and I mean, you've got fish. There's lots of fishing to do over here. So all you really need... Oh yeah, and there's also those things down there. I don't know if you can see them, but it's those things, those little kind of odd hovering little things over there. They're strange little things. They don't do a great deal of damage, but they are hostile, and I don't want to be fighting with them right now. So last little bit of resource collection, and it's also turning nighttime. It's actually in game right now. It is 20 to 7 in the evening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run back to that nice big open plain, and we're going to settle there, I think. Oh, I've just ran past. Oh, my days. I don't want to get killed by these things. Okay, he's strayed too far from his place, so that's good. The first thing I need to find out is there a water source here? Is that a water source? That is indeed a water source, so what we're going to do is we're probably just going to set up camp somewhere around here. So let's just set up camp here. Yeah, right here. Right here's good. I think this will be ample. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn a couple of these stones into essentially stone blades. And we're going to turn... Okay, I thought... Oh, there they are over there. Right, this is a good opportunity to get ourselves a stone axe. Oh, did I not get the rope? Did I cancel the rope? There, we got the rope that time. Okay, so let's craft a wooden hoe. We need more stones. We need more stones. In fact, the best time to do like kind of resource collection is really at night, because look at how standout the oh, there's actually a water source right here as well. There's another water source here as well. Oh, I think we might be living on a hill. I think we might be. Yeah, I think we're going to be living on a hill. This might be a better option, actually. Plenty of berries. As I said, everything kind of highlights really well at night. That's why I like resource collection at night. I prefer it because I can see everything. Not that my eyesight's going or anything like that, but it's just so much easier. There's actually a water source right here. We might as well just build it here. Right. What we need to do is quickly turn a couple of these into wooden blades, or sorry, stone blades, and what we want to do is we want to get an axe. Perfect. So what we want to do is go into our inventory, and we want to drag this to number 2 and number 3. As you can see, all the food in my hotbar here, so you just mash 9, 8, 7. There we go. We're nice and full. Nice and full. Get a little quick swig of some water. And this is the cool thing. You can left click this, or you can hold R. And he just starts cutting away. He just starts cutting away. What a man. What a mighty, mighty man. And there we go. There's our first tree felled. And all you have to do is service it up. You should pretty much turn it into long sticks. And whatever resources kind of fall off of it. Now, I really need to go and get myself more stone, because if I don't get more stone, the problem is I'm not going to have all the tools that I need. So I'm just going to quickly run over here. So we've already kind of chopped down a tree. Next thing to get is a couple more stones, and that should be us sorted. We should be okay from that point on. As I said, you want to grab all the tools at the very start. You really do. You really want to grab all those tools. There's a few more here. These flax bundles here, these are just perfect. Everything about this is just perfect. The resource kind of that I'm finding here, the resources that I'm finding are, you know, paramount. These are the ones you want to get at the very start. Flax, wood, and food. Flax, wood, and food. Those are the 3 resources, in my opinion, very early on in this game that you want to be picking up. And when I say wood, I mean sticks. I'll quite literally mean sticks. Right. Let's get 2 more of these, and we will get ourselves a pickaxe. Pickaxe, perfect. The hammer only requires wood, and this requires a stone blade. Now the good thing, now that we have the pickaxe, is that we can do this now. So let me just get all these organised. Put that there, and put that there. So we're going to go into number 4, and we're just going to start hammering away at this rock. So this is going to be the one that gets us our stone knife and stuff like that. So what's going to happen here as well is it's going to break into shards, essentially. So you'll see it in just a second here. As soon as I get below, I think it's 240. There we go, 239. There we go. So if we press that, there's 2 small stones. And now we've also got this large stone which we can pick up. If I just drop it there and start hammering away at it, I can essentially turn this into more small stones. Now, large stones are going to be necessary. They will be necessary later on in the game. You'll essentially need large stones to do upgrades and things like that. So, best not wasting all the kind of resources that you have in your area, especially the stone. He's going to tell me to build a campfire. What I'm essentially going to be doing here is building a campfire in the area that I want to build it in, which is it's actually over here. This is actually a nice open area too. This makes it so much easier to do like kind of terraforming and stuff like that. Because the ground is already relatively flat, you don't have to really worry. You know, you don't have to really worry about anything. Ooh. Remember I said you kind of walk by them? Okay. Inventory full. You've actually got 2 inventories, by the way. You've got small items, and then you've got medium items, and then you've got a large item, which is like a large log that you can place on your back. Right, we run over here. And the water... water point's right there, so this is good. So what we're going to do is we're going to build it here. Right, we can't collect that because we're actually full. Let's go to building. Let's get ourselves a small fire pit, and let's put the fire pit right there. Okay, press R to supply it, and that's it built. Press T on this one, however, and we can build this. Now, if we supply that with that, instantly built. Perfect. That's what we want. That's exactly what we want. Now, the next thing that we need to do is we need to build a little shelter. Now, the shelters aren't anything special. They're essentially just a lean-to. So, build that there, and what we'll do is we'll build a rain collector right beside it as well. We'll build a wee rain collector right there. So you can see that there's tiles on the ground here. What we're going to do is we're going to level the ground out. Just holding in E, essentially. And it'll level everything out for us. It'll level it to like a level that's manageable. There we go. And now the blueprints are placed. So now what we can do is we can level this bit out. Stand where we leveled it out there. Perfect. Just like that. How easy was that? So now we've got a rain collector and we have a shelter. We just have to go about collecting the necessary materials for it now. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut... Oh, we can't cut down this. We need better equipment. So we want to go for these saplings over here, these young firs. We're going to cut this down. And these will provide us with the necessary materials that we need to essentially build everything here. So what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to get rid of that stump using my pickaxe, and that'll turn it into firewood. That firewood can then be thrown into the fire to fuel it. Pretty straightforward. What we're going to do is we're just going to cut down all the trees in our general area, including that one right there. Another young fir. And we're going to construct ourselves a little, you know. So there you go. You can see that it actually spills out materials. So cut down this young fir right here. I believe we're going to be... Oh, that's another thing that I didn't do. So you can see on the options is R to supply missing supplies, T to dismantle, and Q to pin it. Check that out. Top left. That's all the materials that I need, and as I gather those materials, it'll tell me when I'm ready to essentially drop them off. I've got 4 sticks. That's all I need for this. Supply it. Perfect. How easy. How cool. I love games that do that. I love games that kind of give you like a way to track things. It's almost very MMO-like, in my opinion. In fact, it probably is MMO-like, because I don't know any other games that allows you to track what you necessarily need on your screen. Right. We'll just chuck that in there. Give me you. Chuck you in there. Right, we need one more big stick. So what we're going to do is we're going to find... There it is. There's the There's the other fir that I cut down. So this should be everything now. This should be everything. So if we chuck that in there, goes green, now we can start building it. But I'm not finished. I'm not done. I'm not done yet. Right, pick up this stuff. There we go. And what we can do is we can hold and he will start building it. As you can see, the progress of it will go up. This obviously requires stamina. I don't have a lot of it. So what we have to do is just wait till our stamina builds back up and we can build our shelter. Now, as you can see in the top left, if I stop here, you can see in the top left it says 1 of 3. This has a building stage of 3. So this is the first stage we're going to go through, right? Now, we need to go through the second stage, which is essentially, well, building the remainder of the building. You're essentially building everything up. That's essentially what you're doing here. You're building everything up to a stage where everything's ready to go. Grab a few more sticks. There's a few more sticks over here. Build that stick there. And we'll grab this long stick and that should complete the second stage of our shelter. Now, I'm going to have to build another one of these. Or you can be clever like me and you technically don't need a shelter. You don't need one. Because sleep in this game isn't a thing. It's maybe a thing for the civvies, but it's not a thing for you. So what we're going to do here, as soon as this is built, as soon as this is complete, what we're going to do is we're going to hand this shelter off to a civvy. And we are essentially just going to be homeless. I'm going to be straight with you, we're going to be homeless. But it's for a good cause. You don't need to build as many buildings to obviously accommodate everybody. And you as a character, yeah, when you do rest, you do get a passive buff that does wear off over time. Also, RNG is a thing. In the far left, you see I actually got a splinter whilst making this shelter. But there you go, there's the shelter built. And what we're going to do is we're just going to fuel this. And there we go. So we've got a water collector, which is currently collecting water. We have a shelter. And we have a campfire. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do to this campfire is actually upgrade it with a shelter. So we're going to craft ourselves some more rope. We've got ample of the old fibers, so we can get this relatively quickly. All we need to do now is find pick up that firewood. We need to find a bunch of bark. And what you can do is, even though it is an upgrade on the building, you can still track the building progress. You can see at the top left, we're tracking it. It's all being tracked. Survived day 1. Perfect. So we're already day 1 into this playthrough. Now bear in mind, I did say that you can only go up to day 14. So what we will be doing is working through the night, through the day. My civvies necessarily won't be working through the day and through the night. They will be working through the day. They'll get to the point where they're like, right, it's time to stop, and they will go and do, you know, AI things. They will go and lie down. They'll sleep. They'll eat. They'll do that kind of thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to build 3 of these shelters, hopefully. 3 shelters total. We also need a bunch of sticks. We need 4 sticks. I think we're going to get the sticks for this. There we go. Perfect. Now, the reason why I'm building this is because the game does have a weather system. The weather system does impact what you can do in your camp. And essentially, this cover will provide a bit of protection from rain. You see? How cool is that? How cool is that? That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. The other thing that we can do is we can obviously upgrade it to a barbecue, but we're not going to do that just now. What we are, however, going to do is quickly collect from this dwarf spruce, and we are going to build our next item, which is a well. I'm going to build it right there. So, this well needs 12 small stones and 20 small sticks, or 20 sticks in general. Right, time to cut down a couple of trees. And what we'll do as well is we'll pretty much decimate a nice stone deposit and get ourselves a whole bunch of little stones and fill it all out. What we didn't do there is track it, so what we want to do is we want to track it. There we go. What we can do is we can turn these long sticks into small sticks if we really want to. We can essentially just start cutting them. Which I highly suggest if you're running out of wood. There we go. We got an extra stick out of that. In fact, where did all my sticks go? I don't think I've picked up any. Oh, I haven't. I really haven't. There's a dwarf spruce. They're easy collections. That's 2. So what we'll do is we'll go a wee run around the place, see if we can find some additional things here. Obviously, because we have civvies, we've got additional villagers coming to help us very soon. We will need to provide for them. That is why I'm building a well. That's why that's getting constructed right now. It's not necessarily for me. It is mostly for them. Most of the things that you'll see me doing today are for the benefit of the civvies. Essentially building up a house, building up more shelters, building up areas where they can essentially do work. That kind of thing. So, most of this stuff isn't necessarily for me. It's beneficial for me because it allows me to like have a spawn point, it allows me to kind of keep track of my civvies and stuff like that. As you can see, I'm addicted to collecting flax. But it will help you in the long term, essentially. If you're going for long term and you want to build something cool, you want to make sure that all your civvies are happy and stuff like that. You are very, very happy with that noise, aren't you? You freak. Oh yeah, you can also roll. You can roll. That's a thing. Combat rolling. Is this Dark Souls? I'm joking. Right. We need 9 more of these sticks. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut down another young fir. Obviously, we can't cut down the big firs because we just don't have the tools to do that. Ooh, that was interesting. That was very interesting. I don't know what happened there. Well, either way, I got all the sticks, so I'm happy about that. That's bark. Go around this way. Go around it the normal way. Another young fir. We can cut that down for sure. It does take a wee minute to cut down some of these young firs because some of them have got like 60 HP, some of them have got 40, some of them have got 30. This one, on the other hand, has 90. This is very close to becoming an adolescent fir tree. Very, very close to becoming an adolescent fir tree. I was wondering if I was going to get hurt there. That's why I kind of stood still. That's one thing that I've not really investigated in this game, is if the environment can indeed kill you. It can hurt you. It can definitely hurt you. But it seems as though that tree landing close to me didn't do any damage, so it's okay. Alright, let's see if we can get the rest of these sticks over there. Right, here we go. Perfect, so we just need stones now. That's all we need, just a couple of stones. What we're going to do is we're going to see if we can find that stone deposit that was kind of hacking away at. Is there any stone? There's a stone deposit right there. What I'm going to quickly do here is eat some garlic, eat some berries, eat some more berries. Get everything full up. Number 6. There we go, cool. Right, I'm well hydrated. I'm well fed, even though it's berries. I should be keeking my pants right now. Keeking is slang for, well, shitting. Keeking. That bird keeked on you. He keeked out there. There you go. A wee bit of Scottish slang for you guys. A wee bit of Scottish slang. I usually do it in my scum videos, but I thought I'd do it in this video. You got injured whilst working. And you can see the little, the little dial there, the kind of MMO dial that had the bleeding effect on it. That's what leads me to believe that this game's very inspired by like different MMOs, because it certainly feels like it could be an MMO. I don't know how a game that's based in survival can make you feel like it's an MMO, but this one certainly does. And for anybody wondering, 30 minutes into this video, if anybody's wondering, this game is 4-player co-op. So if you want to play with your friends, 4-player co-op, and you can still call in civvies. Honestly, it's really, really good. It's really good. I like it. What we're going to do is we're just going to dismantle this entire stone clump right here. And we're going to make use of every resource coming out of it. That clump is almost destroyed. Only a couple more hits. Obviously, with better gear, you'll do better damage. Obviously, higher skill as well. There are skills in this game. There are indeed skills in this game. So that's something to consider. If you want to be good at fighting, if you want to be good at certain like aspects of the game, building, that kind of thing. Obviously, anybody can be a good builder in this game. Anybody can be a good builder in this game because everything's preset for you. You don't necessarily have to customize anything. You do have the option for customizing some things, not everything though. There's those damn smokers. And there's my little camp. Right, now we can turn this into a well. Well. The good thing about this is I don't have to go far to get water, and this has a capacity of 50, I believe. Yep, it says 50 there, bottom middle of the screen. So what we'll do is we'll just hold this, fill up our water skin, and there you go. We've got ourselves a little water source. In fact, that's a lie. We've got 2 water sources. We've got a rain collector here. We've got a water well. Next thing that we're going to plan out is possibly building another building like this. What we are going to do, let me just collect these berries. What we are going to do is also build in the thing that allows us to call in more civvies. So what we're going to do is we're just going to level this out. Level out. There we go. Level it out. All leveled out. Perfect. Excellent. Right. Next thing that we're going to do is we're going to build the Eye of Odin. The Eye of Odin is what we use to call in civvies. We're just going to level that out. So we need sticks, we need logs, and it seems as though we need more stones. So there's a little stick right there. We'll pick that up. And what we'll do is we'll cut down one of these firs right here. We'll just cut this one down. As you can see, there's quite a lot of building involved in it. There's quite a considerable amount of building in this game. Especially to get to certain parts of the game. You'll need to constantly upgrade things. You'll need to assign villagers to things. I'm not going to say it's a slog, but you will be focusing on one particular area. For example, the very start of your game, you are going to be building a shelter, you're going to be building a campfire, you're going to be building the things that are necessary for essentially this to work. Perfect. We want to build the Eye of Odin quick as possible, because if we get a villager in, it allows us to use them, to utilize them as a builder, as a resource whore, essentially. And we can make use of anything that they bring back or anything that they provide. The other benefit as well is, see if you set them to like an activity where they're making something, they will make an overabundance of it. And it's really good. It's really good. Okay. Just grab up the sticks here. I don't want to do anything other than grab the sticks. You steak! A jalapeno or a steak. There we go. Now we need to get the stone. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. That also needs a couple of logs to start off with. But we're focusing on the Eye of Odin. We need to focus on the Eye of Odin. Right, there's the rest of those stones. What we can do is we can break down a few more. This might take a second because obviously we're cutting down quite a few big stones. I think we need a total of 5. Oh, stamina's down low. There we go. Next one on. I think we only need to make. I think we need 8. I think we need 8. This will complete the 8 though, because that will be 2 in the middle, 3 on the side, and 3 on this one. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. More berries. That wisp really wants me to build the Eye of Odin. It really wants me to build that Eye of Odin. So as I said, what we're going to do, as soon as this civ is called in, he's going to take that shelter. Oh, I totally forgot. There's actually 2 stages to this. There's 2 stages to this. I think it's large stones that I need. 2 large stones. Right, what we're going to do is... That's berries. We're going to go back to the area that we kind of dismantled that stone clump on. And we're going to make use of the large stones that I produced from it. So we only need 2. And oh, yes. There's only 2 sitting here. Obviously with something this big, you really can't move all that fast. You can do small dashes. You can do small dashes, but you can't sprint for prolonged periods of time. So it's one thing to keep a note of if you're carrying anything heavy in this game. If you want to get your stamina back, just stop. Just stop dead. You'll be totally fine. You won't get attacked. The PvE in this game is very interesting. I like the way that they're going with it. I really like the aesthetic of, like, Aska, who is the female protagonist, versus Ragnar, who's the male protagonist. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy this kind of game. I also enjoy the fact that I get to do a little bit of micromanaging as well. I love doing micromanagement on certain games, like Age of Empires 2, Age of Empires 4. Micromanaging units in production is absolutely my jam. Perfect. We can open up that storage and we can start putting the Jotun blood in here. So what this is essentially going to do is allow me to activate it. Now, you get a choice of 2 civvies. Their name and their perks. They've obviously got 2 perks that they want you to know about straight away. But they've also got 3 mystery perks it's essentially just the luck of the gamble here. So this guy has springtime vitality. I make the most of the rejuvenating effects of spring, filling me with renewed energy and enthusiasm. Harvest blessing. I excel in harvesting crops and gathering resources during the fall. My efficiency and yield during this season are unmatched. And we've got Roar, who's got an iron stomach. I can endure extreme hunger. Endure extreme hunger. I can endure extreme hunger without experiencing severe mood penalties, making me more resilient during food shortages. And he's got a forager's instinct. I have a strong connection. This guy right here, he's already got 2 big bonuses to this game. If he doesn't need to eat a lot, that's good for me. If he also has a good job early out of the game, or like an early start to the game, which a forager really is, by the way, he's going to be the guy that pretty much feeds everybody in this village. It's going to be him. He's the guy. Which is really funny, because he's essentially coming to my area to live. He's accepted an invitation to come live with me, which is silly. It's really stupid. Right. Let's get the rest of this stuff built here. Now, for anybody that's going to ask the question, yes, you can indeed mine Jotun blood. You've probably seen... In fact, there's one right there. There's one right there. We'll go over to it. It's called a Jotun blood shard. Jump over to it. You can't miss them. You really can't miss them. See what I mean? You cannot miss them. Uber blue. The other thing that makes this game quite good in my eyes is the fact that if you look at the very top of the screen, you can see what's going on, what kind of things are happening right now. So we've got a water container, we've got a well over there, we've got 2 houses being built, or 1 house being built, 1 already being built. So what we can do is we could probably muscle in another one. Another villager to add to the death toll. I'm gonna run back. I'm gonna press Q on that. I can supply that. That's cool. I'd really like to get one more big stick. One more. It's got to be this one. It's got to be this. It's only got a health pool of 30. May as well just cut it down. Now, that civvy doesn't arrive for another 7 minutes and 30 seconds, by the way. So you can see how long it takes, generally, how to essentially get additional people in your settlement. That's how long it takes, generally. Of all the civvies that I've chosen, most, if not all of them, are doing essentially the same job, really, until you can obviously specialise them. Right, throw that in there, get that built. So the reason why I'm building an additional shelter is because when we come back to this game, which is hopefully tomorrow, we are essentially going to witness a half decent little settlement. I really want to do a half decent looking settlement because, as I said, I've played this for 10 hours already. I really like it. I really like the vibe of this game. Some folk are going to be like, why have you turned the in-game sound off or the in-game music? It is mainly because I don't want copyright struck. Because I don't know if it was intentional or unintentional, or they just thought, haha, this would be really funny kind of deal. I have heard the Mountain Blade Warband Viking Conquest theme tune in the background of this game, and I genuinely thought I'd launched it up because I've been playing Mountain Blade Warband Viking Conquest Reforged a lot this week, and I mean a lot. In fact, this is probably an opportune time to show you guys the power-up. So you can see in the middle of my screen where the crosshair is, you can see there's like a kind of loading phase. That is essentially preparing me for essentially Odin's blessing. Oh, excuse me. I can't be yawning. I'm not allowed to yawn. Right, up we get. As I said, you don't necessarily need to sleep in this game. You can get the buff and then just go away. Yep, I've already done that. Right, let's see what else we've got. We've also got some standing torches. We've got some resource collection. Oh, here we go. This is what we need. Perfect. Nice. As you can see, terraforming is working, just on predetermined spots, essentially. I am getting thirsty. Well, you know what you do? Take a little swig of water. Perfect. Excellent. Cool, we just need 4 big sticks. Can we... Aha! Let's just cut these down. Now, if you've noticed by now, if you haven't noticed by now, all of my tools have a durability on them. You can see that the hoe is in fact like almost 100%, maybe shy 90s. But me, personally speaking, my axe is about to break. I'm gonna do that, gonna do that. Right, I am ready. I am ready for this this axe to break. Very ready for this axe to break. Boom. Right. Get that over there. That's number 2. Number 3. There we go, there's a young spruce. These are the ones that you want to start hammering away at because they've got a tiny little health pool. And they do give you two long sticks as well, so you may as well take advantage. Oh, there we go. Take advantage of it. So, oh, we need a stick. I need some of this flax and some of that. Some of them berries. Flax. Hey. I went round in a circle. I actually went round in a circle. Hey. Right, let's get this back to the camp. As you can see, carrying things on your shoulders, not the best move. Not the best move in the world. Waiting for my stamina to regenerate, and then we'll start hammering away at it. There we go. Hammer, 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 hammer. There we go. Now, what we're going to do is as soon as this guy arrives in 1 minute and 23 seconds, see this forager marker? We are right beside the forager, and that is a marker right there. See that marker right there? That is the marker. What we're going to do is we're just going to deposit everything in here. There we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to do manage work orders. Bugger, we can't because there's nobody here to assign. That wisp is honestly so annoying. It's honestly so annoying. Right, 45 seconds until our boy arrives, which is really good. Just get myself sorted out with a couple of things. I should really start thinking about moving some of these items out of my inventory so I've got space for all the important stuff. 20 seconds until our boy arrives, which is really, really good. The next one that I'm going to build here is probably... what will I get? Right, okay, so I need to build a stonecutter's pit and a woodworker's pit. There we go, he's here. He's here. There he's there. What a man. Right, what we're going to do is we're just going to assign him to this. Assign. And the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to make him work here. So we are going to assign him here because he is a gatherer. And what he will do now is just go out and start like picking everything up. So I'm just going to tell him that the majority of these things are going to be high and a small portion are going to be incredibly low. So we're going to go through all the mushrooms, we're going to go through all the onions, wild eggs. We're not going to bother with feathers or anything of the sorts here. Perfect. So he will essentially start running around collecting things. That's what he's doing right now. Did I not have an axe? Am I losing the plot here, guys? Huh. Maybe I didn't have everything that I needed. Let's try that again. Perfect. Ooh, young fir tree. Give me your wood. Give it a wee slap, a wee choppy choppy. There we go. Perfect. Excellent. Right, what we can do now is, since he's working, since he's kind of collecting things and stuff like that, we could potentially go and get more Jotun blood. We only need 4, and it'll allow us to get some more essentially a bigger population. But what we will do though is we'll build a woodcutter's hut. Build that there, and what we'll do is we'll just level the terrain. Get that terrain leveled. There we go, get it leveled. Perfect. Perfect. You can see how the ground changes. I really like it. I really, really like it. And that is it ready, ladies and gentlemen. However, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be my first video covering Aska. I hope you did enjoy it. Now, I've only played roughly about 50 odd minutes, and I've already got myself my first civvy. I've got 2 shelters, I've got 2 sources of water, I've got a nice fireplace with a little bit of shelter surrounding it. We've got a gatherer's work point, which is up here. He's busy collecting loads of things. He's already been doing some veggie stuff. He's also done some fruits and some eggs. And down here we have the plan for the woodworker's hut. The woodworker's hut, he's going to be prioritizing getting long sticks, short sticks, and massive logs. Right? But ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think in the comments below. How do you guys feel about a game like this? As I said, it's in the description. If you want to go and check it out, I would strongly recommend you trying this game out. It does require a little bit of learning, a little bit of patience, but I feel it's going to do a lot of good. I feel it's going to be a fantastic wee game. I really like games where you can command people and kind of use AI, a wee bit like how Kevin works in the Sons of the Forest and stuff like that. I love having NPCs in my town, in my settlement, building, crafting, gathering, hunting, smelt, all those things. I love the idea of having a thriving little settlement here, because I'm into games like that. I'm really into games like that. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you have enjoyed today's video, please leave a thumbs up on this video. As I said, tell me your opinions in the comments below. Have you tried the game out? Do you like it? Have you guys considered trying it? Remember, it's only available until tomorrow, so get on it. Really get on it. It's a small download. It's a demo. It's worth your time. Have a little try of it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed today's video and you've not subscribed, please consider subscribing, ring the little bell, you stay up to date with videos just like this, as well as a Sunday night live stream which starts between 6 and 7 PM UK. We go for about 3-4 hours playing my favourite game, which is Scum, or a variety of other games. Stalker, Fallout 4, Bannerlord, those types of games. I might even include this game when it comes out. If it comes to early access, I'm certainly going to be picking this game up. Definitely, definitely. That as well, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, we also do that live stream, and the games that we cover are all fun. Sometimes you'll even see me do like Warhammer 40k painting on models and stuff like that. It's loads of fun. It's loads of fun. I'd like to speak to new people. It's always great fun, and yeah, it's just fun. That's what I'm here for. I'm just here for the fun. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna call it quits here. I'm gonna save this off, and I'll probably play a little bit later on as well, because I'm kind of itching to play more of this game. Thank you ever so much for watching this demo of Aska, this little gameplay video of Aska. It's really good. I recommend it to you guys. It's really fun. Thank you very much for watching. As always, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Mr. Feudal. I'll see you all another time.
In the days before, the gods gave us the spark of ambition, which lit the fires of creation. They gave us a world of our own, a home. They made us builders, warriors, legends. They gave us everything. But our hubris overcame us. We thought ourselves to be gods instead. We tore apart their memory, and so we were punished. Everyone, everything cast into the fire. Yet some of us were spared. To start again.